Hey, HannahMouse1 here. Welcome to another devlog for A Farmer's Life, the farming game that I'm making in Scratch. In this video, I'll be sorting out the clothing store that I started in the last episode. I began by setting up the UI for the Sell tab on the Clove Store. You'll be able to sell any of the craftable clothing items, so I needed to add these to the Clove Store sprite, and yes, I started off by doing them in the wrong colour. I fixed that pretty quickly. And luckily, a lot of the code behind getting everything to work, I could just copy and paste from the other shop, so that was all pretty quick to implement. I also had to calculate a fair cost for each item, given the cost of each of the ingredients used to craft them, plus a little bit extra. And I also want you to be able to buy some more specific clothing items, so I created the art for their icons. There's a set of rain gear, a suit and top hat, men's and women's kimonos, military gears, and a poncho sombrero combo. If you have any other ideas for things I could add, let me know. As of now, I'm not going to be adding like fancy dress costumes. If there are any other cultural outfits like the kimono that you'd like to see, let me know. That's what I'm looking for. Each of these also needed a name label, and I added them to the item index and the inventory. Because the textiles tab now has so many items, I had to add the ability to scroll through pages of items within this tab. I then had to add each of these items to the Clove Store sprite and recolor them to match the rest of the UI, and I had to set a price for each item and copy the code in to allow you to sell them. I also had to add these items to the wardrobe so you can equip them once you've bought them, and I took the opportunity to sort out a few issues with the wardrobe that I failed to accommodate when I initially coded it. So now equipping an item removes it from your inventory, and it gets returned if you swap the item out. This just stops you from essentially duping the item by equipping it. And I also added an option to deselect the equipped item, assuming of course that something is equipped. Then I made all of the art for the clothes as they'll be rendered onto the player, which was a long repetitive process as I needed to create a costume for every position that the player can be in. But it's definitely worth it to give the player these customization options. And finally, I made the music for the Clove Store page. Because the shopkeeper Santi is an actor, I decided to play around with orchestral instruments such as violins, grand pianos, tubas, and the like to create something with a theatrical feel. And with my non-existent musical talent, which mostly involves hitting random keys in Soundtrap and forcing them into something that doesn't sound utterly abhorrent, I managed to make something that hit my standard of passable, and I added that track into the game. And that's all I got done for this week, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you did. It lets me know there's something to see more of. Join the Discord, link down below, and I'll see you next week with another video. Bye!